Hi guys, it's Mr. Morgan coming to you from from my garage. Yeah, yeah. As you can see behind me, we have this is where Drekka is going to live for the next little while. Of course, you can see some of my fishing poles. I brought some lab coats home for stuff that we're going to be doing later. All sorts of stuff. Uh, wow, I miss you guys. Really do. This has been weird. There's been a lot of stuff going on, which is what I wanted to talk to you about. So I had some long talks with Mrs. Baldwin, some long talks with Mrs. Wagner. Um, don't know how long this is going to last. Don't know how long it's going to be till we can all be back in the same room again. Don't know how long it's going to be until we can go back to the school. All sorts of stuff. But we still need to learn. Still got to finish 5th grade. We are still getting a lot of information, and we're trying to figure out what that's going to look like for the rest of the year, what 5th grade is going to look like, what school's going to look like for everybody. Unfortunately, I don't have all the answers right now. I don't even have most of the answers. I have a couple answers. So let's talk about what I do know. First thing, really, really soon, I'm going to be calling, if I haven't already, I'll be calling and talking to your families, parents, guardians. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to talk to you guys on the phone. Say hi, have some questions for everybody, and then also have a lot of information I'd like to give everybody. As far as learning is going, as far as assignments, things that I want you to read, worksheets that we want you to do, new things that we need you to learn, everybody has access to Google Classroom. Your Google Classroom login is the same login that you would use to get onto a Chromebook if you were at school. So you just type in your login, same password, everything. Go to Google Classroom. If you don't have that set in your computer or on a device at home, it's no problem. Just go to Google or to any web search and type in Google Classroom. It'll come up on the internet. Just click on it there. And then somewhere on that page, you'll have a login button. And you click your login to Google Classroom and enter the same login information that you would to log on to a Chromebook at school. Everything is going to be going through Google Classroom. We have a bunch of different assignments already on there. We have stuff from ReadWorks, which you guys are usually familiar with being a piece of paper, but they actually have a huge library online that we're going to be using. Some of you have already done a number of them and already have them completed, graded, all that sort of thing. So we'll be using ReadWorks. We'll be using another program that Mrs. Baldwin and I have been setting up over the last couple days called Common Lit. That one you don't have access to yet, but we will get you access to in the next couple of days, and that's going to be for more ELA work. For math, for science, for a lot of fun things, there's a program we will use. It's actually not a program, it's a website, I'm sorry, called Khan Academy. Now, to get onto Khan Academy, you just either type it in, Khan Academy, which is KHAN academy.com, and you can sign in from there. Or if you go to Google Classroom, again, everything will go through Google Classroom. Everything we talk about, everything we link, all of it will have links in Google Classroom for you. So if you go to Khan Academy, the link through Google Classroom, or just type it in directly into the internet, you want to, when it asks you to log in, click login and just hit continue with Google. Because again, you should already be logged into Google because you've gotten there through the Google Classroom. So it's already set up for you to log in with your Google account through Khan Academy. And there's already stuff assigned for math. We planned to just take off right from where we were, dealing with fractions, adding and subtracting fractions. You guys move through that stuff, and we'll make it to multiplying and dividing fractions very, very soon. And then we'll start geometry, and then we have a huge review to do. For some of you, I've already assigned some science stuff on there too. Some things that we've already done in class and some reviews that I'd like you to look at. Get that going. We still have Classcraft, of course. Classcraft is still open. You should all know how to get through there. If not, guess what? Go to Google Classroom. There's a link on Google Classroom. There's a ton of new quests on Google Classroom for you to do. If anything says fill a paper out and give it back to your teacher, just take a picture of it, either with your device or with your phone, with a family member's phone, and email it to me. Or you can attach it in Classcraft as an assignment. There's a place for you to actually go and upload a picture on that assignment page in Classcraft, so you can always do that. Of course, if you have any questions, you can either email me at mmorgan@lapwai.org, mmorgan@lapwai.org, or if you're in Classcraft, just send me a message in Classcraft. I always get those right away as well. Now, as far as powers for Classcraft, those are going to change because all those were developed to work in the classroom to give you guys extra recess, stuff like that. Well, obviously that's not a very good power right now. So I would love to hear what you guys would like to see the powers change to, because I'm going to be going in and changing the powers. So send me your ideas. Send me an email. No, actually don't do that. Go into Classcraft. Send me a message in Classcraft on what you think your new powers should be while we're doing this distance learning thing, our social distancing, keeping away from each other, even though I miss you terribly. Do Classcraft. If you have any questions, ask Sapphire. Sapphire has been killing it lately with Classcraft and all of her stuff. We are working through a couple other things. There's a program called Google Meet, M-E-E-T, Google Meet, that allows us to do video conferencing. So here really, really soon, I'm going to hopefully try and schedule some times for us all, if you have the time set aside and a device that will access the internet and has a camera on it like this one. And of course, phones work just fine too. But hopefully set some office hours aside where we can do some video conferences and we can actually see each other face to face, kind of. We'll get that going. If you have questions and you'd like to do that, send me an email and request a meeting, a video conference, either your family, if it's just you, if you're just bored and just want to hang out. Let's hold off on that one because I have a ton of stuff that I'm still trying to build for everybody, and I'm still stuck in a lot of meetings. Even though I'm in the garage, still have meetings all the time that I'm going to. I'm just doing it over the internet. But if you want to get a hold of me, you can always email me. You can always send me a message over Classcraft. I am trying to get a new phone so that you guys can text or call from your own phones and text from your own phones, all that stuff. But my phone now does have email on it. So if you want to get a hold of me, email me. It'll come through right away, and I'll respond right away, just like I always have. I will set some office hours so that if your families or your guardians or your parents have questions, or if you have questions that need answering right away, you'll know when you will be able to call me and get a hold of me immediately. But unfortunately, I'm not at the school right now. As a lot of you guys know, I've been having some health difficulties. Remember that inhaler that you see me use every once in a while, every great once in a while? With my breathing problems that I have, I won't be going back to the school until this whole thing's cleared up. Because if goodness forbid, if I manage to contract the virus, it's going to be really, really bad for me. My doctor's really worried about it. So he just told me I'm not allowed to go back to the school building, and he stuck me in my garage because he's kind of a jerk, even though he's a good human. So a lot of stuff coming your way. I am going to be making, before I forget, oh my gosh, I'm going to be making YouTube videos because when we were last in class together, we were reading a book. This is an amazing book, and I want to finish this book. So, as soon as I'm done with this and I get this sent out, I'm going to make some phone calls to families, try and get hold of the people that I haven't yet. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to be posting videos of Maniac Magee, of me reading Maniac Magee from where we left off on chapter 26. The first video is just, and they're going to be really short. I'm just going to do one chapter at a time. And you guys know how short those chapters can be. Some of them are only chapter 26 is, boom, that's it. So some of these chapters are really short, but I'm still only going to do them one chapter at a time. I will post all of that stuff on Google Classroom. So if you want to see the videos on YouTube, you're going to have to go through Google Classroom to do it. But I'll get those posted, and then I was thinking for the next one, either Hatchet or the book Holes, because I still want to have some reading time with you guys, because that was absolutely one of the coolest parts of the day for me. I loved doing that. But send me some requests, what you guys think. What would you like to hear next? What would you like me to read next? If there's a special book, or, I mean, even if we just want to take a vote on either Hatchet or the book Holes, I have both of them here, and we can read those next. Gosh, I know I said it a bunch, but it sure would be nice to be able to see everybody face to face. But until that happens again, remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home. Just be a good human. I love you guys. Hopefully, I will see you very, very soon. And if not, keep looking for videos. There's people out there that you know that don't look very often or don't look at the Facebook group. Please tell them to get on the Facebook group, Lapwai Elementary 5th grade on Facebook. We put out a ton of information there, but more importantly, everyone needs to start looking at Google Classroom. That's where all the good stuff's going to be. Till I can see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home, be a good human. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.